welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. Made it to Thursday, getting through the week. And today I'm just going to be mixing down a track in Ableton Live 12. So yeah, but before we get into that, I just wanted to show you guys this track. This is the last single that I am dropping before my 26-track album drops next Friday. I can't wait, man. But in the meantime, I hope you guys really enjoy this little single, Moment of Bliss. It's just some solid, like, boom bap vibes, man. Hey, Glizzy Hendrix, how you doing, dude? How's your day going, man? Welcome on in. But yeah, I've picked out a beat for us to mix down today. I feel like mixing some trap music today, quite honestly. I don't know, I've just had this song on my backlog that I think is going to be a lot of fun mixing down. I already started on the mix like a while ago, but I think I'm going to back it up and kind of start from scratch in front of you guys. Thank you, Glizzy, I appreciate you, man. But yeah, good stuff. Moment of Bliss is out right now. If you guys want to check it out, I'll drop a little link for any of you guys that might be trying to find this track. And then, of course, I've got to, shout out my upcoming album, The Low Key Plan, dropping in 7 days, 8 hours, 57 minutes, and 49 seconds. So yeah, that's dropping on Friday. Full-ass beat. Or full-ass album. I think you guys might enjoy it. Did you mix this beat too? Absolutely. Yeah, I think this was one that I did like 2 or 3 Thursdays ago. Yeah, produced it, mixed it, mastered it as well. It's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. I really like mixing down like some very vibrant sounding boom bap tracks like this that has a lot of air in the top end, It just feels good, man. Feels really good. Alright. And speaking of which, we should dive in to our track today. Yeah, thank you, man. And also, if anybody else, likes the sound of my mixes, and if you guys would like me to work on your music, I am taking on clients. I should say that more often. I've got my email listed below, so if anybody needs mixing services, just shoot me an email. We'll figure something out for sure. But yeah, let's give a listen through of this. Just a first impression listen through of this trap beat. Now, I did have some stuff on the master. We're probably going to take that off. I did have, I was playing around with grouping, like, my 808 and my, I don't know. I was trying all sorts of shit that I think we're going to undo a lot of it, right? But before we really start tearing things down, let's give it a listen. And I also just did a save as mix v1. That way, if I totally butcher it, I still have the demo version to go back to, right? So let's hear it. This is gonna be a fun one. I think this is gonna be dope. Damn. Yeah, so it's a little rough right now. It's a little bit fried. I kind of want it to like hit a little bit more in different places. I think that sample material might need to be a little bit more vibrant and full sounding, right? But first thing off the bat, I'm going to undo a bunch of the bullshit that I did when I was cooking this up. I was kind of like half mixing it when I made this beat, just kind of seeing what I could do with it. And I mean, I got like something pretty good here, but like, nah, I think we're going to want to start from scratch. So instead of deleting this master chain, I'm going to group this and turn it off. Let's just hear a little bit. Oh, that feels a lot more. Yeah, it's like less fried. We can feel the gain staging of this a little bit more, you know, just the decibel volumes of things. It's not running so hot. Okay. I'm also just not sure if I want to like group these. I see like, so this is like what I've got running on my 808. It looks like I really engineered this out quite a bit. And I actually really like the sound of this 808, how I've got it. However, what did I have in this group above? Some Shadow Hills mastering compressor between the drums and the 808. Let's get rid of that limiter that we're not using. Let's toggle this on and off and make a decision about whether we like it or not. I think it might just be that it's like, you know, kind of giving us a little bit of loudness bias here because this compressor really is bringing it up a little bit. It's this discrete compressor. You see, we're not even triggering this optical compressor. Okay. Well, you know, I think really let's just start a lot simpler, okay? Let's pull these out of this group. Let's actually, I could do it. If I decide that I want to bring it back into a group, I can always do that. I didn't have anything too crazy like built out. Oops. Goodness. Bro. Let's get rid of that. Let's ungroup tracks. There we go. Now this sounds a lot louder. I think, did I just turn up? No, because now we're in the red. Okay. Yeah, by taking that out of that group, I must have done some gain staging, just moving that group around, right? That's okay. We're going to completely readjust like the entire, gain staging of everything as well. Let's see what else we had on here that we might be messing with. Okay, I did like a lot of like what I had going on this bass. So I started with some radiator. Yeah, that gives it some nice like grit to it. Then some LA2A, just kind of squeezing this tail a little bit more, making this a little bit more full. Oh yeah. Then we did a little bit of a additive EQ here. We did a little bit of this phase mistress. What did we have? Stereo on the phase mistress. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then I see that I shaved off. So I put this in stereo mode. You see this EQ here is a little bit different. This is touching only the things that are on the sides. And you can see that I did a little cut down here around 62 hertz. down on the very low end. I've basically like shaved off the sides of this 808, but only below 60 hertz. I am kind of curious. I'm just experimenting here. What if we did boost a little bit in this mid-range, this mid-low range on the stereo? Oh, that feels pretty good. Now we did also have this, yeah, we were just looking at the width of this. We didn't actually apply any width with this imager. Now I am kind of curious, what if I did decide to use this, but I do this before this shaving, and we go like... Dude, that sounded pretty cool. Now, here's really what I want to do, though. All right, so this is where we're going to start really messing with the gain staging of just things, you know, just playing with the decibel volumes of things. I want this kick to absolutely punch me in the chest, right? And I also want this 808 to, like, shatter car windows, okay? Like, that's kind of the goal of this mix, I think. I think in order to do that, yeah, the kick is going to have to be very forward in the mix, and really the goal is to bring that bass like right up to that kick, basically. We don't want to, like, you know, we don't want that 808 to swallow that kick. It still should feel like the kick has more impact than the 808. But we want that 808 super fucking loud, honestly, you know? So I feel like this is really what gets so tricky about gain staging. It's just kind of knowing the proportions of what you need, right? Like, yeah, to have a bumpin' trap beat, like, you're gonna need like some blaring 808s, but also you can't have your 808s swallowing your kicks, so you need some like heavy hitting kicks. But you know, let's play with it a little bit. We might even run these, what do I have on my drums here? So I see I've got a little boost in the low end. Ooh, I do kind of like that low end. Okay, so here's the deal. We are all out of headroom. We're positive 2 decibels here. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn everything down. I encourage you guys to turn your headphones up. But yeah, we're literally just trying to give ourselves more headroom here. So let's take everything and let's take it down by, like, I don't know, an indiscriminate amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, maybe 7. 7. We'll call 7 good. Like, that seems good. Okay, now we can really hear how different these decibel levels are. Yeah, definitely bring your headphones up a little bit, you know? Okay, so let's turn the snare down a little bit. I see I had a little bit of EQing on here, taking out some of that harshness. Pretty smart EQ, I think. Not bad. Now, let's think of gain staging just on the scale of the drums right now. We want these kicks to be like fucking huge. So we got this Diablo. It's a little bit of a drum bus here, just to kind of add some intensity. I'm going to turn this off for now. We might bring that back later, because I don't want this kick clipping while I'm gain staging. Not really. Wow, I've already got that turned up to like 6 decibels. This is where it starts at minus. Okay, and that kick could probably come. Yeah, that snare can come down. Now we need these hi-hats to come down like much. Okay, so it's this guy, let's say by 4. 2, 3, 4. Let's call this guy also 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we had one more up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not like super happy with this kick. It works. We're gonna have to get a little bit hands-on with it, I think, though. Now we've already got an EQ applied on the outside. I want to see what's going on the inside here. Oops. Get your butt back here. Really, I'm trying to concentrate most of this energy into the low end here. I don't know, there's just like a lot of this top end that I'm not super... It feels like pretty like dead like a doorknob, you know? I really want to bring out more of this sub frequency, but I don't want to get like crazy with it like that, you know, or else it's the gain stage is gonna get really whack. Yeah, it's gonna be something like that, and I'm not even sure if we need this EQ on the outside here, because this is just basically doubling up. I think we only really want this on this kick. I just wanted to get hands-on with this kick first of all, you know? I mean, we could try swapping it with another kick. So this was TapDaddyBeats kick 7. God, what else are some other good kicks? I don't even give a fuck where I get my one-shots from, to be honest. I just kind of like grab one-shots. See, this was a Kenny Beats kick. So this was kick 7. I need like a clean kick with a lot of good low end to it. Something that's not clipped out already. What else? Where else can I find some good kicks from? I think there were some in this Kanye kit. Maybe. Sorry, I know, super exciting. Man, you know, the more that I sift through these, the more that I question if this really is the issue. I just want something with like a little bit more low end, you know? Jesus, these all sound the same. Okay. Oh, I bet I know where I could find a good kick. Maybe if I check in my homie's kit. Yeah, my homie Lauren hooked me up with like a lot of really good one shots like a while ago. Where did I have that? We might just try this one on. Not quite. Yeah, I think we're going to make do with this kick. I don't know. I tried swapping it out. I have really made this kick work in the past, and I know I could get it to sound great, you know. But I feel like it was worthwhile to kind of trying out a couple different kicks. God, I am just like craving a little bit more low end from it, but I feel like I can't give it more information than it has. Not really. There is a little bit of stuff that we could try. I want to bust out Radiator. And let's just maybe hope that we can get a little bit of low end using this bass knob here. But you see, it's going to like really, this is a distortion plugin. We have to use it incredibly sparingly. What is going on? For some reason, there is no sound. Did I break the radiator? I guess I did. Yeah, it feels like no matter what setting I have this out, it's gonna really crunch way too much, right? I don't think there's any amount of radiator that's gonna work for that. God, just gain staged into place though. That's feeling pretty good. All right, let's bring back in somatics. Gosh, this still feels like it could be louder. I don't know. For some reason, I'm kind of considering taking off some of the highs of this kick just because I'm not liking how much of it is like happening up here. See, we get a lot of that like head. I guess it really is just kind of a preference thing of whether you want like that high kind of tappy kind of sound or this like more muted thumpy kind of sound. I'm thinking we might like decrease this up here by like maybe 5 or 4, 3 decibels. Yeah, that feels good. Where is my loudness meter? That's weird. Usually it shows me over here. I'm not sure where it went. Like, isn't there usually a loudness meter like right over here? Was I just clicking on shit? Somehow made that disappear. That's weird. Well, that's okay. Let's just grab our loudness meter plugin. I just want to see. Okay, we've still got about 2 decibels. Okay, now I'm kind of thinking we're gonna pull out, now that we've got this a little bit more in the park of like how we want the drums gain staged. I mean, this kick I feel like is still just kind of giving me hell. But I think what's gonna help is we're gonna crunch it up a little bit. And we're probably going to do a little bit of sidechain action as well. And that's going to kind of transform the context a little bit. Yeah, let's pull out this 1176. Okay, we don't need no presets. We can just... In fact, I'm kind of thinking of like maybe we don't do this 1176 on the drums as a whole, but rather we pull it in onto this snare. Okay. Boy, I'm like really zeroed in on this mix today. This is honestly why I wanted to mix this track today. It's a good trap beat, and I feel like that's been something I've been kind of challenging myself to get better at. It's trap music, just getting a solid mix for it, you know? It's quite honestly, I've been enjoying producing a lot more like trap stuff. I don't know exactly what you would call this. I would say it's trappier than what I usually do. Boy, we haven't even really dove into the rest of the instruments in here, but you know, I like to really start with my foundation, start with the drums, start with what's going to be the most impactful to build upon, you know? But yeah. Hey, what's up, Myro? How's it going, dude? He says, remember that plugin, Subtle and Dope Clarity? Can't say I remember, no. Who made it? Alright, let's see. But I'm liking how like snappy the snare is. It's almost picking up a little bit too much of that fuzz on the back end. But yeah, sounds clean. Thank you, dude. Oh man, yeah, we're just getting started too, man. I think we got a lot of work to do on this, but liking the sound of the snare now. Let's try a little bit of Decapitator after this. We did have some Diablo on here, but see, we could get a little aggressive with this Decapitator, right? Yeah, we're using just like a really like subtle amount of Decapitator on there. Oh, the black, yeah, the 1176 FET. Dude, this compressor is sick. I've been really enjoying this on my drums lately. Right now, I'm just running the snare through that. And And I am just curious. So like I've been enjoying doing this like all attack no release sort of snare with that 1176 compressor, you know? Really, it just feels good, you know? Snappy. I'll toggle it on and off for you. I don't know, it just feels very satisfying to me like that. Okay, we got that decapitator. Now, I want to try one of two things. I want to do a little smidge of that 1176 on the drums as a whole. And if I'm not vibing with that, then I might try squeezing it with an LA2A. We'll see. Could go either way, but I think just a little bit more compression on the drums as a whole, just to kind of squeeze them a little bit. Now, what I'm worried about is I don't want to like totally flatten my kick, right? We want this kick to like stand out, but if we squeeze the dynamics a bit, it might feel kind of good. Okay, see, this is like way... This is like, man, this compressor is pretty finicky in that, like, I can't apply just like a sparing amount to it, it feels like. Yeah, like we want that kick to stick out of it, right? We might even... I don't know, we might have to really send that kick up. All right. Now, where the hell is my gain? Like, I'm trying to figure out right now where my max peak value is over here on my main channel. I'm not sure where that went. I've never seen this disappear before. I don't know if I was like clicking something and minimized a menu or something like that, or if I just like bugged Ableton, but that's kind of difficult to do all this without knowing how far from my ceiling I am. Okay, true peak max is minus 3.1. Yeah, it's super touchy. Most turn it on and don't adjust it. Yeah, I don't even know how. I didn't know that you could turn it off. I have no idea how. I'm gonna have to look that up later. I don't know. If you know the answer, let me know. Let's see. Yeah, let's just try a little bit of LA. Just like a tiny smidge of LA2A compression. We'll see. Huh. Hey, what's up, PBster? How you doing, man? Oh, yeah, the 1176. Yeah, that's a little... It is a little finicky. I don't know. But yeah, how you doing, PBster? How's your day going, man? Nice of you to pop in. We're just wrestling with these drums right now, man. Trying to get some clean sounding trap drums. It's just this kick that's kind of killing me. Yeah, we might even go digging for more like kicks. Just try swapping it once again, you know? I don't know. For some reason, this kick is just giving me hell. I want some with a little bit more low end, you know? But yeah, PBster says doing well. Thank you. Yourself. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Mixing down some trap music, you know? Trying to get this to really bump. That's really the goal. Is I want this to sound immaculate in the car. We'll see if I can get it to sound awesome. Now, I am curious, what if we did go for something a little bit more boom bap on the kick? Like something like that. There we go. But yeah, Myra says, yeah, the La La is my fave Vox record. Trick to date works like magic. Oh yeah? I don't think I've heard of it. The La La, is it? Unless if that's another LA line that you're talking about. I'm honestly not too familiar with the rest of the, what is it? It's the Teletronics. And then I can't remember if that snare was a Teletronics as well, that 1176. Now this was just a Universal Audio one, but I don't know, I feel like a lot of the compressors that Universal Audio puts out is just like, oh, they work. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the kick. Okay, we're returning to this kick. That could be fun. Oh, LA2A nickname. Gotcha. Yeah, they do that LA2A. I use it on Vox as well. I use it on Vox. That's usually the first compressor that I put on vocals, just to kind of squeeze the sound a little bit, normalize the loudness. And then I do my EQing and de-essing, and then I usually hit it with just like a tiny dash of OTT, just to kind of like energize it. That's kind of like the most basic component of my vocal chain. This could be good. I don't know. I think I've done too much here. I need to keep backing it up until... There we go. Back to where we started. Not quite. Might be something like this. Ooh, this could be better. Let's get it gain staged up. Oh, maybe. I think this is... Better. Oh, man. It still kind of has that flatness to it, but it's a much better sort of low end. I don't know though. I keep going back and forth. Let's just bring back the original kick. Gosh, how far back do I gotta go? There we go. Okay. I don't know. I keep trying to like swap out that kick. That kick is just becoming the bane of me. I think that I'm like way overthinking this. Let's return to the basics, just gain staging. Right, this sounds a little bit too fried right now. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that compression. See, and that's already feeling much better. I was doing too much. I was trying to over fry this. See, that feels good. Let's hear this with the 808s. Now, let's see if we can kind of create some space here. We might play around with some tight side chaining. Tight side chaining, maybe. Basically, we really just want to feel that 808 on the back side of that kick, right? That relationship is like super important. That relationship between the kick and the 808. So, like, see, I think this has it where we can like select two of these tracks and be looking at them on the same. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so something like this, you know? It's subtle, but like I said, we're really trying to make it so that that 808 lands right on the back side of that kick. Oh my gosh, there's noise outside. We might mess with a little bit of sidechain action, try to keep it really tight. But I think that might allow for us to really get this like overwhelming. But like this feels good, you know? That just on the other side. See, and this feels so much more at home with that kick being like really loud. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take that, we're gonna say, there you go. Replace all of these with that. We're gonna slap that down over here. Okay. See, we're in the red. Wish I could see by how much. Like, again, I have no idea where that thing went. I feel like I gotta Google it. Ableton turn on max peak value. See, I'm not even convinced that that's a feature that you can turn off your max peak value, you know? I don't know how I got rid of that. I might even just restart Ableton just so that we can see it. Let's save this. We might just like reboot Ableton, see if that comes back. I don't know what I did to get rid of the max peak value. That's insane. But Oh, this is gonna sound so good once I apply a little bit of distortion on the master. That's really what I'm looking forward to, is getting a very like clean sounding trap mix. You know, the more clean we can get the mix, the more we can push it in the master, and that's where it's gonna like really come together into something beautiful, you know. all right so saving it again. Sorry, I'm like messing with the gain staging. Let's restart Ableton. Let's just shut it down, bring it back up. All right. Let's see. All right, restarting Ableton. Hopefully we'll get our max peak. Here we go. This is where it should be. See? This was what we were looking for. I don't know why it disappeared on me. Or maybe I just didn't see it. Maybe I'm being an idiot. I'm not sure. We shall see. All right, loading into the project. And let's see where we are at. We're going to give ourselves headroom. We're going to like bring it down, and we're going to incrementally adjust things upwards, you know. Just sometimes I feel like setting just the flat, like just the pure decibels of things, sometimes it's much easier to set everything on the floor and bring it up one by one, you know. I think that gives you a better perspective as you're like trying to find that balance that's going to sound magical, you know. Okay. It's thinking about it. It's certainly thinking about it. All right. Come on, buddy. You got this, Ableton. You can do it. It will get there. I have faith. I have hope. Damn, we didn't do too much. And this is on the M2 chip in terms of the processor of this computer. Usually with the M2 chip, the Ableton projects actually open up decently fast, but sometimes it's just a little too much. Yeah. Looks like it's just called limiter in the new updated version. What are you talking about? Yeah, curious what limiter you're referring to. All right. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. Do I have my... No, where is... Oh, I had to bring it up. That's what it is. Oh, peak value? Oh, yeah, by max peak value, I'm referring to this number right here. This is just a readout of what the actual, like, max amount of decibels that we're hitting in the project. That's what this is showing. It's not doing any sort of compression. It's not doing any sort of limiting. It's just showing us the max peak value, which is really useful because that kind of tells us like how much headroom we have, you know. And I'm always telling you guys like loudness is all relative. And I feel like this is really what I mean. Like, you know, loudness is just relative to how loud we choose to listen to something, right? So, like, I don't know. When it comes to, I feel like when it comes to mixing, we're really talking about the relative loudness, the loudness of the kick relative to the 808 and all of that, right? So I think what I'm going to do to kind of mess with that relative loudness is I'm going to take everything here, and I'm going to like set it down on the floor quite a bit, getting us lots of headroom. Let's just kind of listen. see where our max peak value is. So yeah, right now we're like positive 0.58 on our max peak value. That's the highest level of decibels that we're hitting. I can't believe I was all wigged out earlier, like, where did my max peak value go? And of course, I just gotta open this up a little bit more. Just dumbass. You know, I've only worked in Ableton for like, what, 12 years? That's funny. All right. Let's get down to business. Let's defeat the Huns. I'm just turning all of this down by an indiscriminate amount, you know, just trying to give myself headroom. This is where I invite all of you guys to turn your headphones up, because we're going to basically set everything on the floor. We're going to, you know, observe the differences in loudness between all of these instruments. And we're going to one by one start bringing things up as we want to. Oh yeah, we got plenty of headroom, about 5 dB. There we go. Yeah. It's a lot of program. No, I agree, man. It's a lot to keep track of, dude. Oh, man. It's a lot to keep track of. It gets easier over time, though. It really does. Like, I don't know. I think eventually you just kind of know your DAW like the back of your hand, you know? Like, sometimes I forget how much of a skilled labor this is, you know? To me, I guess it feels like it's second nature because I just do this, like, every day of my life, you know? But I don't know. I think it's something to value, you know? Even just knowing your way around a DAW is something of value, you know? Okay, so really the mark that I was just trying to hit here was bringing that 808 up to the kick, but not exceeding the kick. Oh wait, I'm like, why is this not making much change? And of course, it's because I'm accidentally moving everything together. I'm being an idiot right now. I have everything selected. Let's just make sure that our max peak value that we have room. Let's turn everything down again. Okay, so now I'm gonna unselect everything. Let's actually bring this up. Nice. I feel like that's a better relationship between them. Okay. Now let's start moving some of these other elements up. gonna bring this main sample a little bit further forward. Okay, I'm bringing my volume back up. But we might actually have to bring this kick down a little bit. It is really up there. Alright, this is sounding pretty good. But yeah, it's a love-hate I got with Ableton. Love for Beats, hate for Vox. Fair, man. I don't know, man. I feel like the more that you work with Vox, the more comfortable you're gonna get. I used to feel the same way, man. Like, I knew how to make beats like the back of my hand, but when it came to Vox, I was like, man, completely lost. I just had to start digging into tutorials. Eventually, I started mixing for more people, and that really changed things for me, was mixing for others, you know? Suddenly I feel like, you know, I always have this theory that when you mix for somebody else, you do a better job, because it's like, it's kind of like when you have guests over at your house, you clean your house better, you know? Like, I feel like it's the same kind of logic. It's social pressure, you know? And I think that's a good thing. I think that's pushed me to actually get really good at working with Vox, but it didn't always start like that, you know? But yeah, he says, I actually wrote a chorus yesterday to Sunrise Serenade. Oh shit, that's awesome, man. Oh dude, you should send me a demo if you got one. I would love to hear it. I actually just got Sunrise Serenade up on BeatStars just the other day, if you are trying to find it. I don't know. I've been sitting on like so many new beats, you know, because I dropped like all of those EPs, and I'm just now about to drop a huge album. And so I've kind of had a little bit of like a backlog of just like stuff that I needed to get up on BeatStars. I'm currently moving some over, and Sunrise Serenade was one of the ones that I started with, actually. So if you were looking at grabbing that one, it's up there now. It wasn't beforehand. I'm like, but yeah, you should, man. I've got downloads enabled on it, so you can go like grab it from my website and record over it if you want, you know. Yeah, just go record some bars if you want to. Here, I'll drop a link to the website if you're trying to find it. But yeah, and this goes for anybody. You guys can grab downloads of all of my beats if you want. Yeah, I get notified on BeatStars, so yeah, it popped up. Oh, that's good. Smart man. Wow, I'm glad you actually. So you probably saw a lot pop up the other day. Yeah, I've been moving stuff over, man. I've been migrating. Yeah, he says, I got the demo on Volico. Oh, that's sick. That's awesome, dude. I'm just glad to know that people are, you know, putting these beats to use, man. That's what they're there for, you know, honestly. All right, where are we at with this? Might need to scoot it up a little bit more. But yeah, you went through all of them? Good man. I know, I've got a decent collection now. Starting to get up there in my BeatStars numbers, you know? So I want to zoom in on this piano bit. Kind of turning up the delay on this piano a little bit. See, some of these are just like a little bit mistimed. I want to kind of, you know, correct this a little bit. See, these get a little bit off. Bring these back a hair. Same with this guy. These guys definitely are off. They don't need to be like precisely timed, just more in time is going to be better. We'll make these guys tight. I think especially in this intro section, it really counts for a lot, you know, like timing issues. Because we don't even have the drums yet, honestly. This is what is really yeah, let's scoot that into place. This guy's gonna need to come forward a little bit more. There we go. Just tightening these up a bit. God, dude, this 808 is just sick. I really like this intro with how like massive that 808 is. That just feels good. All right, this guy was a little bit off. Yeah, those downbeats are a little bit more important than the offbeats. That a little bit tighter. A little bit tighter. And I think we're gonna delete this note because I heard that was kind of muddying it up. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it sets the tone out the gate. Yeah, dude, I just love how massive that 808 feels, you know, when we enter on it. And it's like, ooh, okay. You know? Bum, 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 bum. This a little tighter again. Let's just hear this together. We're gonna keep that accidental. That was cool. That was pretty cool. That doesn't sound wrong. These are a little bit risky. I'm just gonna scoot these a little bit better. I love that top note right there. That just feels good. See, and these feel late. Let's fix that. Attention to detail, man. I feel like this is really what a lot of mixing is. It's just like correcting anything, any of the tiniest details. Like, this is your last chance to get it right. And I know that this nudging around of notes is not exactly what you would consider mixing, but you'd be surprised how much of this kind of stuff makes its way into the mix section, you know? Like, I would say one of the most tedious things that I do as a mix engineer is whenever I'm about to start mixing down a rap vocal, I go in and I make sure that every syllable is where it needs to be. You know, if I needed to chop it apart a little bit, scoot it around a smidge, you know, just get everything to line up. That's what I'm gonna do, you know. It's like that. It's the, you know, I'm telling you, like, patience is rewarded immensely when it comes to mixing, you know. That feels good. All right, let's check it out over here as well, and just listen. This needs to enter strong on time. That gets a little bit pretty far behind. See, and these feel late. Same with these guys. There we go. Damn. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, let's kind of like start to bring it back up to volume. Yeah, we had like something like 5 decibels. Yeah, we can bring it up. Sax pan sounds dope. Yeah, I actually don't have a sax in this. You might be talking about the trumpet. That little bridge section. What do I want in this? Yeah, brass. I feel you, man. I always need a little bit of good brass in there, you know? All right, this is getting cleaner and cleaner, you know? Might bring up this piano a bit more. All right, this is where we're gonna start really zeroing in. We're kind of towards the end of our mix a little bit. I think the next step is gonna be compression. We're gonna be playing around with a little bit of gentle sidechain between that kick and you see, I feel like there's a few things in this mix that might be a little bit divisive, you know, if we use it right. Like, I don't know, part of me is kind of thinking if I have a really, really tight sidechain into the 808, it could wrap around in a way that's satisfying, or it could sound like shit. But, you know, the reason why I'm kind of thinking along those lines is because there's a lot of 808 notes that are sustained over like kicks, right? If that kick eats into the 808 a little bit, like, that could sound cool. But what we don't want to mess up is that relationship between the kick and the head of the 808, right? We don't want to, like, totally screw that up. So we got to be careful here, but let's start messing with it. I think we've got, minus 4.86. We could bring everything up by, like, 4 decibels. Let's just bring it up, listen to it at full volume. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to duplicate this out. We're going to say only the kick. Okay, yeah. Do you use specific 808s like Roland? Not really, no. I use whatever 808s sound sick. I keep a large collection of 808s that, you know, some of which I got in sample packs, some of which I got, like, friends sent me 808s. I can't remember where I got this one, if this came from a sample pack or maybe something my friend sent me. But yeah, I just collect them. I collect them as one-shots. I keep them in folders and just kind of drag them out whenever I need to, you know. I don't usually, like, synthesize them myself, if that's what you're asking. But, you know, I feel like there's nothing wrong, though, with just grabbing some really good one-shots. You know, you can make them work. All right. Let's see. So here's what I want to do with this. Let's get a glue compressor. And we're going to take in sidechain input from that top guy that just has our kick. And we're going to give it, like, no attack and a dash of release. We're going to turn up that ratio. Oh, nice. Let's throw down another one to increase the ratio even more. We could even, like, bring down the release even more. Keeping it subtle. Keeping it super subtle. clip it right there. Now, here's the question. If we bring these over and apply it to this sample material, like, does this vibe, does this sound cool? I don't know. Let's see. I'm a little bit hesitant to like do side chaining on everything, right? I think we even got to be really careful with this 808. See, I feel like that could be taking the oomph out of it. I don't know though, I do enjoy that. I don't know, that impact feels better with that just tiny dash of a tight side chain. I think that might even allow us to get that 808 up there one more. This leaves a lot of space to maneuver different directions, give some clarity to the upper. I feel you, yeah. This is gonna be really good for when we get a rapper on here, man. Whew, yeah, that's good. Really brought that piano forward. Now, should we see what this does when we get like the compression on here? Maybe a little bit of heat from radiator. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of worried about. You see, really what I want to mess with, I should just go ahead and show you guys. Yeah, I think it's like little radiator. If we get little radiator out. Oh, you see, this is what I've been building towards all along. That kick I knew was gonna be fine, man. It just needs like the master processing for it to really hit together. That's a lot. And I could decide between this noise or without the noise. I kind of like it with the noise. It kind of gives this airiness that feels really good. We'll probably do a little bit of an EQ lifting 10K at the top up there. We don't want to over fry it though. I'm telling you guys, less is more when it comes to this sort of processing. I think that, you know, if you really are sparing with it. Let's make sure though, before we get too involved in the master, that we like this mix, that it is kind of like where we're hoping for it to be. Already thinking we could lift this guy a little bit. So yeah, I think the low-key plan is that I think, like, okay, so a few things that I know that I'm gonna kind of want on this master. I think we're gonna want this little radiator, right? We're gonna try to fry it a little bit. Now I think we're gonna do compression after the saturation. That saturation is going to create distortion. It's going to kind of cause for our audio to ripple a little bit. In that compression, you know, you could think of that rippling as our volume is kind of like rippling up and down. It's vibrating up and down. That compression is going to make that dynamic difference a little bit smaller. It's going to squeeze it, right? So I'm thinking we're going to do some compression afterwards. Now, I can't decide whether before the compression or after the compression if we're going to be doing a little bit of EQing. I think that if we're going to be doing any sort of additive EQing, I'll probably want to do that after the compression. If we do subtractive EQing, though, I think it's very advantageous to subtract what you're going to subtract before you squeeze everything together. I like to do additive EQing after compression. I like to squeeze and then accentuate whatever I need to, right? So, and then we're probably going to have like a, you know, maximizer from Ozone to help get it up to the top. And if we need a little bit more LUFS out after that, instead of pulling back on the threshold on the maximizer more, I think we'll probably push it a little face first into a limiter. You know, give it a very nice clean ceiling. So little radiator is very cool. I'm with you, man. I've been loving these Sound Toys plugins, man. I absolutely love it. I don't know. I bought the full suite of Sound Toys plugins during the Black Friday sale. That is like one of the best purchases I've made, man. I'm just like finding so many plugins like Little Radiator. There's no other saturator that sounds this magical on the master. Let's hear that. Woo! All the other saturators sound like shit on the master, in my opinion. I don't know. This is the best sounding one that I've found. Is with it off. And with it on. Ooh, now we got to be careful not to over fry it. We don't want to completely fry it, but let's mess with this now. beat's done. I am going to keep this noise on the master. This is giving us some nice fuzz. It feels really good. I'm listening to two things while I'm applying this. I'm listening to the kick. I want that kick to kind of crunch up nicely. Shit, we might even do this in parts because I think this is going to overfry our 808 if we really get it to where we want it to be. Let's do a little bit of little radiator on this. Can we just... Doesn't quite feel as good when we apply it directly onto the drums, you know? But grouped, it's just got enough crunch to it, but we still, even that, we want to pull back on. Less is more. Oh, yeah. I think this is about it. What does this bias do? Oh, that kind of gives the... you guys know that feeling when like the 808s are so loud in the car, it feels like the air around you is like vibrating? Woo! That's so fucking cool, man. Holy shit. All right. But like I said, less is more. Can't get too carried away with this. We don't want to over fry our track. We're not trying to burn our eggs here. See, because we could, like, really fry it. Oh, yeah. When she gives you that smile. See, that's just like way too much. I'm really like struggling with these two knobs, just trying to make sure I don't overdo it. We want to get the like a dash of that effect, but we don't want to like freak people out. Like, we do want to preserve some quality here, right? Might be something like this. Just kind of gives a little bit of that driven feel. Not overbearing, right? We might even be able to lift this 808 a smidge more. want to try boosting. Just like this little range up here. Let's take this off. Let's listen to the adjustments. It's so much. Something like this. Oh man, I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like I'm so on the fence about if I'm overdoing this little radiator or not. Like, I don't know. It makes it sound really vibrant and powerful, but it's a little bit fried right now. We're basically frying it a little bit, or as much as we want it to be fried, before we really start to squeeze it, compress it, and it's going to sound even more vibrant and powerful once we get it in that Shadow Hills master compressor. It's going to sound sick. Let's, oh man, though. Like, that just feels good. Shit. Slightly, yeah. It's getting there, dude. Yeah. It's just a little bit fried. That's kind of what we're going for. A little bit fried. I think I've kind of decided this is where I want it. It's a little bit heavier handed than I was initially thinking. Yeah, kick his cherry. Fuck yeah, dude. I feel like especially with this radiator on it, now that kick feels amazing. For some reason though, when we were applying little radiator to just the drums alone, it was not working in our favor, but this is sounding really sick. Finicky, man. Finicky. Super finicky. Oh, but boy, that feels good on those 808s. Kind of, you hear in that open hi-hat. All right, I'm done. That's the little radiator on there. All right, let's put that away. Let's keep that. Let's bust out the Shadow Hills Master compressor. We can always tweak things later. Let's see what our max peak is. Oh, good. We got some room here. That's good. Yeah, plays better now. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I think I want that 808 being picked up in this discrete compressor. Oh, maybe that little radiator is a little bit much now that we got it compressed. I like that this is a little bit raw and unhinged, you know? Boy, that compression is doing what I was describing earlier, where it kind of takes that distortion that we applied and it squeezes the overall dynamics, causing for this distorted, all of this, you know, to feel a little bit more full, you know, through that distortion. Squeezing it. Goddamn. Yeah, I just hope that I don't like look back on this track and go, oh God, I fried it, you know? Let's hear the intro. Let's hear this build up. We might lighten up on this discrete. Yeah, let's lighten that up. There we go. Yeah, I got some pops, but my system is sensitive. That bass has serious tonality. Yeah, it shouldn't be clipping in the file because it is below 0 dB. If you can believe it or not. But I believe you when you say you're getting some pops on your system. All right, here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna pull out Ozone 9 elements, and we're gonna just use the maximizer on this. It's gonna suggest an EQ to us. We're probably gonna disregard it and do our own thing. There is something that I'm looking forward to trying when it comes to EQing, but it's got a great EQ tool on Ozone. We're gonna let it, listen to this and let it suggest something to us. So volume warning, this might get a little bit loud. So just a warning. Okay, I think it already did something crazy with the EQ that I'm gonna... Oh yeah, what the fuck is this EQ? Let's straighten this out. This is really what I was kind of hoping to do, though. This high shelf. Jesus. Okay. It's just a lot, isn't it? Oh. Don't threaten me with good vibrations. I feel you. You know, we might even skip the maximizer altogether and just go straight for a master limiter. I don't know. I feel like I want to try it this way because this maximizer feels like it doesn't know how to make heads or tails of this massive 808. Let's see. Master limiter. Much cleaner. But man, we still have a long ways to go. You know, it might be that we need like a little bit of both. I'm just not a fan of how that's like really ripping into it, you know? I think really we just got way too much of this radiator. Oh my gosh. We're at almost there. So you were saying, so I read earlier that Ableton redid their limiter algorithm 8 months ago, but can right-click legacy to hear original too. Yeah, so I actually am a fan of their new limiter. I didn't realize you could right-click to do the original, but yeah, this I think they actually had in the last one. It was called color limiter. They changed the name of it to master limiter. And it's basically a limiter with a little saturation knob. And I like it. We could crank up this saturation a bit. I'm usually grabbing for this one just because I like the option of the saturation in there. And I don't know why, it might be biased, but I just feel like this master limiter feels better. All right, let's try to lock in here. I'm trying to preserve cleanliness while also frying it, which is just two contradictory tasks, you know, honestly. I like the fuzz, the vibration of this radiator, but I can't deny that it's just like completely, you know, muddying this mix. think we'll leave that EQ as is, but I want to bring out a different EQ. Yeah, this I can do a lot more precisely what I'm aiming to, which is basically this. You guys can hear that. Just lifting the highs about like 3 decibels. Is it supposed to be played at high volume in a residential neighborhood? I would say yes. The neighborhood might disagree. I don't know. Depends what kind of neighborhood. Gosh, I feel like it's a delicate balance, man. It's a very delicate balance. What if, and I'm just curious, what if we tried this little radiator on the 808 itself? Probably before all of this shaping and phasing. And probably before the compressor as well. So we got radiator, but we also got this layer of little radiator. This might be the call, is that we do a little bit on here and a little bit in, yeah, on here. Let's hear it without this on the master. In fact, what if we swap what we got here on this radiator? So we'll turn the noise off here. Honestly, they're achieving about the same thing. Yeah, let's not mess with that too much, actually. We'll keep the original radiator that we had on there. And we'll keep this extra little dash of... see once the beat drops in, it's just like way too much. We're just destroying everything in here. I think we just need a happy medium. Oh, this is going to be one that I'm going to have to keep tweaking, I think. This might be one that we just don't use the maximizer on. So, I mean, this is kind of the point of choosing to mix this trap beat down today. I really wanted to get a little bit more experience mastering trap music, specifically with this unhinged sort of feel in mind, you know, this blaring, like, distorted feel. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping I could get a little bit more clarity while preserving some of that bias effect, you know, that feels really good. Might have to continue tweaking with this, but I want to just make sure I get it to a spot that I'm like at least satisfied with for a V1 version, right? Like you can hear it's kind of messing up the clarity of it. But damn, does this sound sick, right? That bass is just fucking right in your face, dude. Really sounding pretty, like, overwhelming, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Alright, let's get a LUFS value here. Listen through it. Decide, you know. It's that really clippy sound right there, you know? Even have to limit a little harder. Kind of curious, what if we did this in a different order? We've got a lot of our compression first, and then we maximize and limit. What if we did this right before the limiter? That might feel a little bit better if we do this right before the limiter. So like, here, let's, but man, we get that fuzz in the high end, you know, if we put that at the beginning before we compress. could just like let it go though. It's just like too much, man. But I need to get it up to full volume. And so we gotta like compress and limit pretty hard, honestly. Alright, let's run it back. This might be one that I have to sit on and come back to after messing with it in the car. And I don't know, because I think the real issue that I'm hitting, the real wall, is I want this, right? This like 808, that fucking... And how daunting that feels on the intro. But as soon as the beat drops in, I feel like we're lacking clarity. Maybe clarity isn't the point of this beat, but still, I crave a little bit more control. Man, and we still have like one LUFS value to move up. So, like, we're not in a good spot. Maybe I'm overcomplicating this. What if we just take off Little Radiator? How close are we without Little Radiator? God, we still get that because we have Radiator on the 808. Getting a little bit of like artifacts in there though that I'm not a huge fan of. the LUFS range we're looking for. Boy, I predict a V2 mix in my future. You know? Hey, we came, we tried, you know? Like, sometimes you don't get it on the first go around, you know? I think really what I need to do is I need to sit with this mix. I need to, like, drive around in my car. I need to listen to it to the point that things start to bother me, right? That's how I make incremental progress, honestly. It's like I need to just adopt it into my normal listening habits and allow myself time to really formulate decisions, you know? So, I don't know. I'm not going to call this one completely done, but I think that is probably where I'm going to stop today. Give myself a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather, come back to this with a little bit more of a clear mind, you know? Because, man, I think this one was kind of ambitious. That's kind of why I wanted to go for this one today. I wanted to, really hit, like, a trap beat that really, like, fucking bumps in the car, you know? And I think we pretty much got that. It's just, like, I feel like it's lacking clarity the more that I try to fry it in the master, right? So, I'll jump back to this, you know? I'll come back to this. Keep picking at it, probably bounce a V1 version and begin work on a V2. I think that's the game plan, you know? So, you win some, you lose some. Anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Holy shit. This was a fun, fun track to mix down. Really had fun playing with that little radiator on the master. I think that was the root cause, though, of a lot of the issues in terms of muddiness. Something to kind of ponder on and come back to. So, anyways, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'm going to be live on Twitch tomorrow reviewing music from my Twitch subscribers. If you guys would like for me to review your music and to speculate what could be the issue in your mix, swing through the Twitch stream tomorrow. I've got my Twitch listed below. Consider subscribing. That gives you access to our subscriber feedback queue for an entire month. And I think that's pretty much it. Oh, also, if you need mixing services, email is below. All that good jazz. Definitely reach out. Thank you, Myro. It's it's a work in progress. But anyways, I think I'm off to go sip some beer by the pool with my beautiful wife. So, looking forward to that. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for chilling. Until then, happy producing, happy mixing, all the good jazz. I will see you guys next time. Peace.